The info tech company Covansys rose 650 or 24.5% on the NASDAQ after it agreed to be acquired by Computer Science Corporation for $1.3 billion.
In other takeover news on Thursday, the company best known for its high-end audio gear like Harman Kardon and JBL is belting out a buyout offer to the tune of $8 billion big ones. Harman International has agreed to be acquired by investment firms Kohlberg, Kravis Roberts, and Goldman Sachs. The company, which also had its fiscal third quarter profit, rose 11%, jumped $20 trading on the New York Stock Exchange yesterday.
Those are this Friday's business news headlines. Thanks for joining us this week and have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
See you on Monday.
Get ready for your daily dose of coffee and tobacco.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's edition of the High Five segment, your daily dose of coffee and tobacco. And good morning, Joe. You look well rested this morning. I guess it wasn't worth you staying up for the end of the Yankee game last night, was it?
Real cute, Johnny. And good morning to you, too.
Thank you, Joe. What is it now with those Yanks? What is it, about 6 in a row now that they've lost?
6 in a row what? Oh, you mean the last time the Mets were in the World Series. That's right. That was about 6 years ago, and they lost, by the way.
Speaking of losses, Joe, the high five stocks that we're looking at today have had some terrible losses of their own recently. And opening up the high five today is the iShares Brazil Index, one of our most popular ETFs on the show. And as you all may know by now, one of my favorites, EWZ gave up 63 cents on the Amex yesterday.
The number 4 high five this Friday is making a debut on the show, John. But this guy isn't the only new stocks who debuted today. You'll find out who that is in just a minute. The hospitality tech company PAR Technology partook in some serious short-selling activity on the New York Stock Exchange yesterday after the company posted subpar first quarter results. Shares of PTC lost more than 14% after reporting a drop in first quarter revenues.
Wow. That sounds like a rough day for PTC there, Joe. Yeah. The next high five today is certainly no stranger to our show either, Joe. It seems that the doctor is speaking about Dendrion's top prostate cancer drug, Provenge. For the second time in as many weeks, a top oncologist is advising the FDA to delay approving the drug. For a while, all eyes have been on Dendrion, but now it looks like they're really in the spotlight, Joe. The company shot up as much as 290% since we first saw Dendrion on the high fives, and since its high, Dendrion is now trading lower by about 27%, giving up about 10% of that market share they picked up recently.
I don't know, John, but it sounds to me like investors are going limp on Dendrion. Meanwhile, the iShares Emerging Markets Fund is battling second on the high five list today. EEM gave up 20 cents on the Amex yesterday.
Limp? Is that what you were saying?
Limp.
As promised, the closer today, the Mariano of today's high five segment, the most difficult to borrow stock this Friday, is also making its debut on the show, Joe. Raptor Network Technology, which trades over the counter under the symbol RPTN, shed more than 9% yesterday for no explicable reason, Joe, other than the fact that short sellers were just plain hungry for this one, and it was a rough day for the Raptor.
Sure was. Well, there you have it, everyone. From Brazil to all the emerging markets to pharmaceuticals, computer networking, and the hospitality industry. As you can see here at Locate Stock, we don't discriminate. So if there's a stock you're looking for that you'd like to borrow, give us a ring. We'll help you locate it. The next thing you know, maybe you'll see it on our high five list. Just think about how good it'll feel to see your stock requested on Locatestock TV.
Wow. Next thing you know, our customers are going to start wanting a credit on the show for requesting the locates that make it into the high five.
As long as they're Yankee fans, Johnny. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.